Do you ever think that being financially free is just a far-off dream, something that only the wealthy or lucky can achieve? What if I told you it's a lot closer than you think? Miyamoto Musashi was a famous samurai who learned not only how to use a sword but also how to be self-disciplined and plan ahead. In this video, we'll find the hidden path to freedom by studying his timeless wisdom. Reason 1. Your next raise is already for saving. When most people get a raise, they naturally make their living better. They buy new clothes, move into a bigger room, or eat out more often. Lifestyle inflation is the name for this. But Miyamoto Musashi taught that discipline and control, not giving in to your wants, are the way to success. Keep your cool, he told her. Your opponent will get the upper hand if you lose control. The same is true for money. You will never be able to be financially independent if you can't control how much you spend. Every raise you get is already a path to freedom. Since you've already shown you can live on your current income, you've already proven you can do well without the extra money. When you get your next raise, don't let it go toward daily costs. Put it straight into savings or investing. When done over and over, this one action can lead to exponential growth. You could build a safety net, start trading, or even pay off debt if you saved every penny you earned for 5 years. How much you keep is more important than how much you make. Even after he became a master, Musashi trained all the time. He thought the enemy wasn't outside, but inside, in the form of the urge to stop working on himself and rest. Your habits are the ones that cost you money, not your pay. You take charge of the inner fight when you say that every raise is already for saving. You tell yourself, I don't need anything else to be free. I just need to be smart about how I use what I already have. You won't be financially independent when your income doubles. You'll be financially independent when you grow mentally. Each raise is a chance to do something different. Not spend the money, but add to it. Each choice made with self-control builds the base for freedom. You become good with money one raise, one choice at a time, just like Musashi became good with swords by carefully using it over and over again. Reason 2. Found money builds your fund instantly. Do nothing that is useless, Musashi said one time. If you pay attention, every coin, every effort, and every moment has a reason. Today, though, people tend to forget about the little bits of found money that come their way, like a tax refund, a gift, a payment from a side job, or even extra change from rounding up purchases. These times are not unimportant. They are hidden chances to speed up your path to financial independence. Think about it. How often do you get money out of the blue and spend it on something without thinking? You don't say much about it because it feels extra. But what if you did it with the same care and accuracy that Musashi used for all of his sword strokes? If you have any found money, it can help your finances grow. You could build up an emergency fund faster than you think if you saved or traded every extra dollar. You wouldn't have to wait for the perfect time to begin saving. You'd already be moving. Musashi thought that the best way to win was to be flexible and use whatever you had handy, even if it wasn't what you'd normally do. He never counted on his sword alone. He learned how to use many weapons and strategies. In the same way, your main source of income isn't the only way to become financially independent. A lot of different things have gone into it, making it stronger over time. Next time you get money out of the blue, think of it as a sign from the world that money is always coming your way if you're willing to see it. Do not waste it. Point it. Put that money into savings or investing. So, becoming financially independent isn't about making huge steps. It's about finding and catching the small streams that other people miss. It is hard to understand the universe if you only study one planet, Musashi would say. Don't just think about your paycheck. Check out the whole area. Found money isn't just luck. It's a resource that needs to be mastered. Reason 3. One less subscription is a tiny pension. Musashi kept his life very simple. He didn't have much, slept in caves, and only carried what he needed to stay alive and be in charge. In all things, have no preferences, he wrote. He knew that holding on to things, wants, or ease makes the spirit weak. This lesson is also very useful for managing money today. We live in a world of payments, which are monthly fees that keep adding up and taking away our money. Streaming services, apps, gym memberships we don't use, or extra functions we don't need. These things may not seem like much on their own, but when put together, they form unseen chains that keep us from being free. It's not enough to save $10 or $20 a month by canceling one contract. It's kind of like setting up a small salary for yourself. You can trade or save every dollar you don't spend today, and that money will bring you money for years to come. As time goes on, those small amounts add up to thousands. Musashi thought that a fighter should be aware of everything going on around him, including small things like changes in the air. Being financially independent means being aware of the same things. If you set up regular payments for your money to leave your account, you need to keep track of where it goes. Being aware gives you power. It's free to be in charge. So count your things. Do I really need this? Is something you should ask yourself. And, does this make my life better or just fill a need? For each subscription that is stopped, it is a quiet act of defiance against the consumerism of today. You improve your financial blade by getting rid of things that aren't needed. You become stronger, more focused, and clear. Musashi said, the main goal of martial arts is to make you not need to use them. In the same way, the point of managing your money isn't to limit you, but to let you live easily, free from spending without thinking. Every little cost you cut is not a loss. It's part of a plan. You can get an extra day of freedom tomorrow by canceling one less contract today. You learn to live with purpose just like Musashi did. You master not only your sword, but also your mind and your money. Reason 4. Switch to a high-yield savings account. Musashi thought that a fighter should always look for a way to win, no matter how small. Know 10,000 things from one thing, he said. To put it another way, being wise means seeing chances in the little things. One of these details that most people don't pay attention to is where their money sleeps. Most people put their savings in regular bank accounts, which don't earn them much. It's safe, but nothing moves. You can move your money to a high-yield savings account, which gives many times more in interest with just a few clicks. Maybe this small change doesn't seem like much, but over time, it makes a big difference. Musashi learned how to be flexible. He thought that the best way to win was not to use brute force, but to use energy efficiently. In the same way, a high-yield savings account doesn't make your money work harder, it makes it work better. Even when you're asleep, your money should still be working for you. You are in line with Musashi's idea of strategic benefit by making this change. You stop thinking about your money in a lazy way and start thinking about it with purpose. You start to wonder, where can I find better battlegrounds? How can I get the most out of the power I already have? Each dollar in a high-yield account works like a silent fighter to earn you more money than it would anywhere else. It might not get you rich right away, but it does give you momentum, and success is all about momentum. Musashi told his students over and over that location is important for winning. A soldier who knows where to stand wins the fight before it even starts. In the same way, putting your money somewhere better, even if it's only a little better, sets you up for long-term success. Making big choices doesn't always lead to financial freedom. It's made up of many small, smart choices, like putting your savings in a place where they can grow faster. You need to be alert, aware, and plan ahead. It wasn't luck that led Musashi to his road, it was skill. Instead of waiting for an edge, he made one. That's what financial mastery really means. Taking small steps every day to get closer to financial freedom with knowledge, understanding, and awareness. Reason 5. Your knowledge is a single product away. Musashi, a renowned Japanese martial artist, believed that knowing how to do something can lead to wealth, knowledge, and power. Today, the most important thing is information, and financial independence doesn't require a lot of money. It only takes one thought, product, or course to change one's life and make it better. Skills can be used to create digital products, ebooks, courses, or coaching services, all from anywhere with almost no startup cost. This skill gets sharper with practice and thought, just like Musashi's sword. Being financially independent doesn't mean you don't have to work. It means working on your own terms and creating value that reflects who you are. Your skills, point of view, or imagination may already hold the key to becoming independent. The internet is the fight of today, and your sword is what you know. Your win is being free. One product can be powerful, and a well-made idea can bring in money for years. Musashi taught that today is victory over yourself of yesterday. You don't have to fight with other people, just work on getting better every day. Starting today to learn, make things, and share what you know will turn your dream of being financially independent into a real process. Rich people are powerful not because of what they own, but because of what they can make. Success isn't about waiting for the right time, it's about using the skills you already have. Reason 6. Progress is the new perfection. Musashi believed that perfection was a dream and that there are various ways to reach the peak of the mountain. He believed that financial independence is not about being perfect, but about making progress. To achieve financial independence, one should start with what they already have and work on improving. Every small step, such as saving, learning, or improving, adds up to something much bigger. Musashi's philosophy is that practice and improvement lead to mastery, and it is important to start with what you already have. Every small choice you make, like cutting costs, saving for a raise, or learning new things, adds up to something much bigger. Focusing on making progress instead of being perfect helps stay inspired and focused on the journey. Life is not a single win, but an ongoing process of change. Being financially independent is not a goal, but a way of life. Don't stop because you are afraid of being flawed. Start, fail, learn, and change, and say it again. As you move forward, you can see your way better. Musashi's advice is that the way is in training, and the journey is the win. Control, knowledge, and discipline are more important than money when it comes to being independent.